Hi everyone, it's Frankie here from the Psych Professionals. I'm coming to you live today for live video number 12 here at the Logan Home Practice this morning, catching up with some of the team. So I've got with me here Danica Adolfsson. She is an adolescent and adult psychologist here at the Psych Professionals Logan Home Practice. And one of her special interest areas is eating disorders. So I thought it would be good to catch up with her and for her to give us some information about some of the things to look out for and what the treatment looks like for these types of disorders, particularly for families or friends or loved ones out there that might be feeling a bit concerned. So Danica, can you tell us a little bit about what some of the red flags are for, you know, if you're concerned about a loved one or a friend, or, you know, what are some of the red flags that might suggest eating disorders might be an issue?
Well, I think one of the main things is just meal times. You notice a bit of a change around people when they're about to go to a meal. Maybe they don't want to go out for dinner with the family. Maybe they're a bit agitated. Maybe they're a bit more irritable. They might seem to be restricting a bit, so not eating as much as they normally would, maybe talking about food a lot of the time, a lot about shape and weight. Sometimes you might see mood changes, but some people with eating disorders are good at hiding how they're feeling. But we do see a bit of agitation, irritability, and that's particularly around food. Some things might be obsessive exercising, so lots of running, lots of doing more exercise generally than they normally would. You'll see sometimes disappearance of food in the house. So with binge eating disorder, sometimes people eat very large quantities of food. So perhaps things that you bought at the shops suddenly sort of gone. But they're sort of the main ones to look out for. It's usually meal times and
So if you start to notice some changes in terms of how comfortable they're feeling around meal times and their attitude towards their body and exercise and all of that sort of thing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Sometimes people might change what they wear as well. They might be a little bit more conservative, maybe baggier clothing, that kind of thing. Some other things I think just really importantly to look out for is like self-harm. That doesn't always indicate an eating disorder, but definitely it's just a bit of a warning sign in terms of someone's mental health.
Good point. So what does treatment for an eating disorder look like? I mean, I know it's hard to kind of sum it up in a few minutes, but generally what can people expect if they're undergoing treatment for eating disorders?
It depends what the eating disorder is. So for something like anorexia, really where we're wanting to get that medical kind of understanding of what's going on initially, the person may need to be hospitalised, hopefully not, but really the focus is on about them gaining, I guess, weight technically, but getting them to a point where they've got good health again, and really focusing on what balanced health is. So that's, I guess, one part of it. There are family-based interventions, and they're kind of like the most popular and most evidence-based treatment form, and we just find that working from a family dynamic and having everyone involved gives everyone the best chance of overcoming an eating disorder.
And it affects the whole family, I'm imagining.
Massively. And so people end up playing these roles and they get stuck in dynamics, and it's no one person's fault. It's just a dynamic that's going on that's kind of keeping things a bit stuck, and family therapy really helps to break those cycles. Another one is CBT, so cognitive behaviour therapy, very well-known evidence-based treatment. You use it for depression, for anxiety, for lots of different mental health issues. But with eating disorders, it's very much focused around challenging really unhelpful, rigid thinking patterns that people have about themselves, their shape and their weight. So typically with eating disorders, people are very focused on their body and their shape and their weight, and they place all of their self-worth on that. And so CBT, through lots of different techniques, attempts to shift that focus. But for other eating disorders like bulimia, binge eating, there's a bit of focus on impulse control and relaxation and mindfulness. That's also involved with anorexia too.
So it really depends on the client by the sounds of it, and and what their needs are and what diagnosis they have and all those sorts of things.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So treatment, of course, is individualized, and no one treatment is just gonna fit every single client. Really have to I guess customize it and make sure that it suits the individual. But really, for me, when I work with someone with an eating disorder, I like to give them as much control as possible, but also keeping in mind the safety of them, and that, you know, usually a GP is involved. Sometimes we like to get a dietitian involved. It's a very collaborative kind of multidisciplinary approach.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah,
because it's not just a mental health issue, it impacts them physically too, so I imagine you'd need that whole holistic kind of care model.
Absolutely, yeah, because the impacts on the body are just so enormous that you really just need that input. Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, thanks for that, Danica.
No worries.
If you want to learn some more about what it is that Danica does, you can have a look at her profile on our website, and she's also done some blogs for us, so you can check them out on the Psych Professionals website. But here at the Psych Professionals, we're helping you live the life you deserve. So if anything that we've kind of chatted about today rings true for you, or if you're worried about a family or friend, then give us a call, shoot us through an email, and we're happy to help where we can. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow for video number 13. See ya.
Bye.